from becoming a thought leader. And today I want to zoom in on one of the things that you can do right away to start demonstrating yourself as a thought leader in your niche or in your industry. And that is getting involved in networking. Now, look, we're at a time in history where networking, especially networking online, has never been more prevalent. It's a part of our everyday lives. Because of the changes that have happened in the world, we really are forced into using the virtual ecosystem to network. But there's a benefit to that, and that benefit is instant accessibility. We can get access to networking events just about any time of day, anywhere in the world, and we don't have to leave the comfort of our homes to do that. So what are some things that about networking that can help demonstrate you as a thought leader? Well, first of all, networking is going to give you access to people that you would never normally have access to. Especially because we can network readily around the world, you're going to be exposed to people who you would have never met normally. So demonstrating your expertise and your authority in your niche is easier than ever, especially in front of a wider, more influential audience. So I want you to explore networking opportunities outside of your own area, your own group of people. I want you to use websites like Eventbrite is probably a good one to check out, or Meetup is another good one to check out. And you will find networking events that you can participate in at no cost. And that's going to give you exposure to people around the world. And again, these are people that you would have never normally had access to. So huge benefit to you and to you to start demonstrating your thought leadership, which is going to accelerate your marketing position. The second thing that you can do is to position yourself as a keynote speaker at networking events. So once you start going to networking events and people start to recognize you and start to know you for you and your expertise, you can then talk to the leaders of those networking events and position yourself to do keynote presentations in those events. Now, you've got to have a really good keynote presentation to be able to do this. You can't just go in there and start pitching or talking about your services. You've got to be able to give a tremendous amount of value, because when you can provide value to people in the things that you say, and you do so without the expectation that there's going to be any kind of a sales pitch in it, that's when you really start to blossom as a thought leader, because people come to you and they look to you as that source of expertise. Okay, so number one, start to get involved in networking events that are outside of your normal range, and start to look for people that you might normally have had access, not had access to. Then, once you get involved in these events, I want you to position yourself as a keynote speaker for these events. So start to talk to the leaders, but you really do have to be known to these people before you do that. So my recommendation, spend a couple of weeks going into these meetings and getting yourself known, making those connections, and then position yourself as a keynote speaker. And that's going to propel you forward as a thought leader in your industry. And then finally, I want you to try to find networking events that align closely with the things that inspire you the most. You don't always have to go into your niche when you're looking to network. You could look to network in things that inspire you. Let's say you like bike riding. Go into some bike riding groups and start talking to those people. If your prospects are in there, they're going to recognize your thought leadership just by communicating with you. They're going to look at your profile on social media and they're going to see what you do. Truthfully, if your prospects are anywhere, by going into meetings or going into networking meetings that inspire you, first of all, you're going to be more energized, and these people are going to be curious about you, and they're going to learn more about you, and they're going to see your thought leadership. So all of those things align very nicely for you, and they make it much easier for you to get these things done. Okay, quick recap. Number one, start to explore meetings, networking meetings around the world to expose yourself to people that you would have never had access to. Number two, position yourself as a speaker in these meetings once you start to become known. And then finally, find meetings that inspire you that are not necessarily in your niche, and you will really start to explode as a thought leader. And once you are seen as a thought leader, well, then people will be beating a path to your door for you to service them. This is perfect for coaches. This is great for consultants. It's great for service providers. Anybody that can demonstrate thought leadership in their industry. All right, so you've got 3 things that you can do. You can start doing them right now. Finish up this video and you can go right away and start to find those networking events that you can become a part of and demonstrate yourself as a thought leader. It takes some work, takes some dedication, and it takes your ability to communicate what you do in the most effective way possible. If you want to learn more about how to do that, you can grab some time with me on my calendar. I'm going to include a link in the comments to this video so that you can grab time with me, because I would love to share with you some of the inside secrets to becoming very good at demonstrating your thought leadership. All right, so you'll find that link down there below. If you like this video, give me a comment, give me a like or a love. Show me that you like the stuff that I'm putting together, and I will always put more together for you to help you grow your business, because that's what it's all about. All right, my friends, I'm done for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and